Each actor acts a portion of a bigger problem that the act or play needs to resolve. The actors have full freedom within the play's framework. There are no rehearsals. They are observers. There is an overall theme within each play. It means that every generation has its own play problems to solve. Seth argues that each individual chooses the time and place of every life in his reincarnational cycle in advance. Periods of renaissance, for example, spiritual, artistic, or psychic development occur because the intense inner focus of those involved in the drama are directed towards these ends. Progress has nothing to do with time, but with psychic and spiritual focus. Each play is different from another. The lives are simultaneous. Therefore, there is no punishment because of previous life. There is no karma. Our own personality is so endowed that it can have these experiences and still retain its identity. It is of course affected by the various plays in which it takes part. There is an instant communication and feedback system all the time. In the play, the personality learns through its own actions. It tries out an endless variety of poses, behavior patterns, attitudes, and changes other people as a result. The multidimensional self is in a state of becoming. It has within it infinite source of creativity, unlimited possibilities of development, but it has yet to bring into existence those unfold creations that are within it. And all of this is done with great spontaneity and joy. Each actor that is focused within a play has an inner guideline. Despite his focused forgetfulness, he has knowledge and information that comes to him through what is called inner senses. There are times in the play for actor to refresh himself. In these he is informed through the inner senses of his other roles, and he realizes that he is far more than the self appearing in any given play. And it happens when we are asleep, for example. Then he understands that he writes the play, and he is freed from the assumptions that bind him while he is actively concerned with the drama's activities. These periods coincide with our sleep states, dreaming, trances, or any other spiritual conditions. This doesn't mean that the play is not real, or that it should not be taken seriously. It is. Each actor must himself realize the nature of production and his part in it. He must actualize himself out of three-dimensional confines of the play's setting. First, the actor materializes or actualizes himself within three-dimensional reality. Within that reality, the self then brings about all kinds of creativity and development that could not appear otherwise. It's very important to be alive in the physical state. Through life, so-called, it helps to benefit others and himself. The meaning of the play is within you. When you realize that you have all knowledge, it will allow you to solve problems, meet the challenges you've set quicker, open further areas of creativity. When you allow the intuition and knowledge of God or self to flow through the consciousness, then you perform your role better, add new energy, insights, and creativity. Our personality, our true identity, the real us, we can say God, is conscious of itself in any of these roles. By the very nature of consciousness, it seeks to materialize itself in as many dimensions as possible, to create from itself new levels of awareness, new offshoots. Thus, reality is always in a state of becoming. The thoughts, for example, are completely unique and lead to new creativity. The various lives grow out of what my inner self is and become independent. The soul has complete freedom of expression in any dimension of form. It changes its form to suit its expression. It forms environments and worlds to suit its purposes. The soul is highly individualized, spiritual energy. It forms whatever body you now wear, and is motive. It is the motive power behind your physical survival, from which you derive your vitality. Consciousness can never be still. It always seeks further creativity. In learning to use soul potential and rediscover your relationship with soul, the three-dimensional self can raise still further the level of achievement, comprehension, and creativity. Three-dimensional self becomes more than it knows. The creativity of the soul is what gives quality and nature of existence in three-dimensional reality. The soul then gives breath to the body and to the three-dimensional self within it. An inner awareness gives people a source of energy and strength. Three-dimensional self must understand their role, and through comprehension to return to the entity or soul. There are those who are fully aware within the place. They willingly take roles, knowing that they are roles, in order to lead others toward the necessary realization and development. They lead the actors to see beyond themselves and settings that they have created. These personalities from other levels of existence oversee the play and appear among actors. Their purpose is to open up psychological doorways within three-dimensional self that will create further development in another system of reality. We can say that Jesus or Buddha or any other spiritual special man were some of those who came to help. We are learning to be co-creators. We are learning to be gods, learning responsibility of any individualized consciousness. We learn to handle the energy that is ourselves for creative purposes. We hear to use even hatred creatively and to transform it finally to love. Our physical reality is camouflage, yet it is composed of the vitality of the universe. Everything in this reality is an interlocking psychic webs formed by minute consciousness that we cannot perceive as such.